Hey everybody, hope you had a great Halloween. I know we're halfway through November right now, but we just got our October stats in, and in the theme of Halloween, they're a little scary. So not that it came as a surprise, because those of us that are actually doing business could see that, hey, things were slowing down, which frankly for the Northwest was normal. That we used to go up in the spring, flat in the summer, come down in the fall and winter. That's when I'd sell to all the investors, was the fall and winter, and then we just crank everything out. Inventory right now is crazy low. Once again, with that low of inventory, we're probably going to have a pretty strong spring. So even with rates having been just completely jacked up, I think we're roughly 8%, 7.5% at the time of recording of this video, and it's bouncing kind of in that realm. It's high. I would tell you my first house was 8%, which interestingly enough, there was just a little blurb that came out that said in the 90s, if you had waited for rates to go down, you would have waited 6 years and pricing would have doubled in that period of time. So, something to think about. Who knows exactly what's going to happen. I think we'll see some rate, personally, I think we'll see some rate fluctuations next year. I don't think we'll see any dramatic changes. The year after that, I think we'll see it come down, and I think you'll see pricing go up because of that. I do think we'll see a strong spring next year, and then I think we'll see a bit of turbulence after that. So just buckle up. Hey, if you want to buy a house, buy a freaking house, because you're never going to time it perfectly. So that's my 2 cents on that. I am actually selling a house personally. So there's plenty of people that are like, well, I'm waiting for the market to be up again. Well, I'm not. I'm in the business. So there you go. Other than that, I know I said I was going to have this giant announcement. I've got a couple of small announcements, and maybe next month we'll do the giant announcement. Probably not small announcements, but Brenda's no longer on the team, so there's that. And then NAR, so National Association of Realtors, their CEO got taken out behind the woodshed for sexual harassment, for lack of a better phrase, I guess. And they've had a couple other problems, and there's been some lawsuits that have been ongoing, basically claiming that realtors are in collusion on commissions and all this other stuff, which is interesting. I've got all kinds of opinions on that, but it doesn't really matter, other than I think some agents are worth it and some agents aren't. And that's become glaringly obvious in 23 years of doing this. But it is changing. Washington state law specifically is changing so that if you are working as a buyer agent, you have to have your buyer under contract now. So as a seller, you guys have always signed listing agreements. As a buyer, I've never had anybody sign buyer agency agreements. I think a couple of seminars, maybe I had 2 or 3 people in an entire career that's over 1,000 transactions. But guess what everybody gets to do? Yeah, we're going to start signing buyer agency agreements because it's the new law. Woohoo! So actually, it's probably smart, but that's a whole nother thing. So anyway, I'm rambling. Happy Thanksgiving. If we can be of any help, if we can answer any questions, we are still here, shockingly. But yeah, no, we'd love to help, and have an awesome Turkey Day. Cheers.